heredity, early metabolism, and activity levels, and it also seems likely that not all heavier people eat more than their lighter counterparts. Not everyone who is fat is an emotional eater. Not everyone who is fat is using their weight to express tangled emotions. Not everyone who is fat is physically benefiting from it. Not everyone who is fat wants to be thinner. I've written this book not because I believe it's better to be thinner, but because I have experienced the anguish of revolving my life around food. It is not to the people that are large and living fully that I speak, but to the people who, at any rate, are using food as a substitute for participating in their lives. My hope is that the book will inspire you to treat yourself and your eating with insight and compassion, and that this insight and compassion will in turn extend to everyone you touch. Most of all, I wish you a breaking free of your own. Geneen Roth, Santa Cruz, California. 1. Being hungry is like being in love. If you don't know, you're probably not. In all my adult life, I can remember only 2 times that I ate because I was actually hungry. A Breaking Free workshop participant. A few years ago, during the 3rd or 4th meeting of a Breaking Free workshop, one of the participants came in exasperated with herself, with the workshop, with me. She said, "Eating when you're hungry is just another fad, just another diet some doctor made up. It's ridiculous." There was a murmur of nervous laughter in the room, then silence. She continued, "First, one diet tells you to eat only certain combinations of fruit. Another tells you to eat protein. Then another tells you to eat a diet high in carbohydrates. Now you're telling me something else. This isn't any different from every other diet I've been on for the past 15 years. And she glowered at me, angry and confused. I didn't blame her for being angry. I didn't blame her for feeling that she had been handed so many contrasting bits of information about food for so many years that she couldn't distinguish the ones that made sense from the ones that didn't. She was angry because I had told her to eat when she was hungry. Years of dieting had taught her not to trust her body's messages. After 15 years of dieting, she had forgotten that eating had anything to do with being hungry. She and the rest of the 20 million people in the United States who are on a diet at any given moment. From the time we cry as babies and our mothers, not knowing what we need, give us a cracker, the connection between our eating and hunger has grown more tenuous. So tenuous that the most natural way to eat, when we are hungry, sounds like just another fad. The diets I followed were studded with rules. Never eat after 10 p.m. Don't snack. Eat 2 pieces of bread a day. Don't eat bread. Breakfast should be the biggest meal. Breakfast should be the smallest meal, etc. Not one diet of the 25 or so I've been on mentioned eating when I was hungry. By the time I was 28, I knew how many calories were in any food that was presented to me. I knew how to lose weight and how to gain weight. I knew how to maintain my weight. I knew how to diet and how to binge. But I didn't know when I was hungry. More painful, I didn't know it was okay to be hungry. No one ever told me, or if they did, I had forgotten that being hungry was natural. My body was my enemy. It was round instead of straight. My legs were short. My hips were wide. I had no ankles to speak of. The only straight, thin part of me was my hair, which I wanted to be thick and curly. I had a face like a moon, eyes that were too close together, eyebrows that didn't accentuate anything. My body had betrayed me, and I could not trust its messages. A woman in a Breaking Free workshop says, "I was eating in a Mexican restaurant with a friend. After we shared a dinner event..."